Hi, good morning, student. Today we are going to see 2.4, the topic an epitome of courage. Let us see warming up activity, chit chat activity. A strange truth: handicapped are those who refuse to take up challenges, even with all their senses and physiologies in perfect conditions. Understand and discuss the above truth. See, here is the only one truth in the world, that is, handicapped are those who refuse to take up challenges, even with all their senses and physiology in perfect condition. How can you encourage such people to change and become confident? Discuss at least 4 to 5 ways you can do the above. See, in that we have to discuss about the handicapped person. See, and this is the truth, that is, handicapped are those who refuse to take up challenges, even with all their senses and physiology in perfect conditions. 4 to 5 ways we have to discuss. See, first one, the discussion should be related to the peoples who are not really disabled, mentally or physically. Then we should think and try to understand the reasons behind their handicap or inactiveness or indifference, and try to encourage them and give them confidence. Third one, ways to encourage them and give confidence. In that we have to discuss: know his mindest, know his or her handicaps and obstacles. That we have to discuss this. Then take to him in friendly manner about his good qualities. We should behave with them like that. Give examples. Third one, give examples of successful person who face the challenges. We should give the examples to handicaps of the successful person. Fourth one, advise him. We should advise him or her to be brave, courageous, and active. And last, fifth one, help him in the field of where he lacks confidence, courage, boldness, openness. We should help him in that fields. These are the points we should discuss and we have to write. First, there are pleasant and polite ways of referring to people who physical and mental disabilities. Fill in the table below. Previous used term and new polite terms. See, in first here as there should be blind. Then new polite terms, visually challenged. Blind, they visually challenged. Second one, deaf. Then here new polite terms, hearing impaired. Then third one, speech impaired. New polite terms, previous used terms, you may write there dumb, or speechless. Then fourth one, mad. In new polite terms, you have to write here mentally ill or brain sick. You may write there brain sick or mentally ill. Then lastly, lame. Here in new polite terms, we should write here handicapped, physically handicapped. You may write or cripple or gammy. You may write there. Okay. Second activity, chit chat. Read the beginning and complete the story in your own words. Here is the beginning given, and we have to read this beginning and we have to complete the story. Sumit, the son of a shoemaker, was a highly intelligent student in a municipal school. His maths teachers called him Einstein, for he was brilliant in maths. He loved maths. Sumit wanted to study further after SSC. However, he suffered from polio and died. We have to here this is the given beginning and now continue the story with a favorable positive ending. There should be the favorable positive ending, and with the help of that beginning you have to write, and we have to give here the title, that is fortune favors a man with courage, and we have to complete the story. Now see an epitome of courage. The topic, we often tend to hide behind our weaknesses, disabilities, handicaps, or mourn over them our whole life through. Dr. Stephen Hawking, one of the greatest scientists of this century, did not do so. In spite of sufferings from a very rare and dreaded disease, Dr. Hawking continued his research undaunted. Undaunted, his exemplary courage should inspire us to do our best even under trying circumstances. He passed away on March 14, 2018. Recently, this writer Stephen Hawking was died. See, we often tend to hide behind our weaknesses, disabilities, handicaps, or mourn over them our whole life through. Though, through. See, generally everyone has the any weaknesses or any disabilities or any handicaps. Hmm, These handicaps or disabilities, anyone can try to hide these. But here's Dr. Stephen Hawking. This was the greatest scientist in his century. He did not hide his weakness or disabilities or handicaps. In spite of suffering from a very rare and dreaded disease, Dr. Hawking continued his research undaunted. See, he has that Stephen Hawking, Dr. Stephen Hawking has one rare and dreadful disease. However, he continued his research without changing his mind. His exemplary courage should inspire us to do our best even under trying circumstances. And this story or his courage is example for us everyone to inspire. This his courage is inspiring to us, and this is example for us for inspiring. However, we are in circumstances. So these are the inspirational story or courage to us. Exactly 30 years after the death of great scientist Galileo, Dr. Stephen Hawking was born in Oxford, London on the 8th day of January 1942. Little did his parents know that one day their little boy would be hailed as one of the greatest scientists of this century. Neither could anybody imagine that his mind would soar off into space like light. More importantly, none could predict that he would be the very epitome of courage. See, exactly 300 years after the death of great scientist Galileo, when the there is the death of great scientist Galileo. After his death, exactly 300 years, Dr. Stephen Hawking was born. When the death of the great scientist Galileo, after his death, exactly 300 years, that times Dr. Stephen Hawking was born, and where he was born in Oxford, London, and on the 18th day of January 1942, and he was born in 18th day 8th day sorry 8th day 8 January 1942. On that day he was born, Dr. Stephen Hawking. Little did his parents know that one day their little boy would be hailed as one of the greatest scientists of this century. See, hailed means acclaimed. See, their parents should not know or imagine that this little boy will become the great scientist in his century. Neither could anybody imagine that his mind would soar up into space like light, and no one can could imagine about his mind that his mind will soar or fly in the pace like light. More importantly, none could predict that he would be the very epitome of courage. And very important, or more important, the things that is no one or none could predict that that Stephen Hawking will become epitome of courage. Epitome means a very fine example of something no one can imagine or predict that Stephen Hawking will become the very fine example for others or for courage. Courage is wonderful thing. It is that quality which makes people not lose heart when faced with great calamity. It would not be an exaggeration to say that Dr. Stephen Hawking, as a living legend of cosmology, is the very personifications of courage and hope. Except his mind, his whole body is bound to Earth's wheelchairs thanks to cruel, cruel quirk of fate. Yet he is one of the greatest scientists of this century. See, courage is wonderful things. Always the courage is a very fine thing or a wonderful thing. It is that quality, the courage is that quality which makes people not lose heart when faced with great calamity. When any person in a great calamity or any dangers, times this courage will not lose that person's heart. If that person has the courage, then they will not lose their heart in that danger or in that calamity. It would not be an exaggeration to say that Dr. Stephen Hawking, a living legend of cosmology means study of origin and development of universe. See, to say that uh, Stephen Hawking, this person has a study of origin and development of universe. This will not be an figure of speech exaggeration. Exaggeration is the figure of speech to say that Dr. Stephen Hawking, a living legend of cosmology. This will not say that This will be not us exaggerations to say that things about the Stephen Hawking. He is the very personifications of courage and hope. And this is a very uh, fine example of courage and hope. That means the Stephen Hawking is a very fine example of courage and hope. Except his mind, his whole body is bound to a wheelchair. See, the due to the disease, his whole body bind with the wheelchair, and except his mind, only whole body is bound with that wheelchairs, and only his mind is remaining to bind. Thanks to cruel choir of fate, scork of fate, that means unexpected change to destiny. We call us, this is the phrase cork of fate, unexpected change of destiny. And there is uh, contrary here has used this figure of speech, yet he is one of the greatest scientists of this century. However, that means this Stephen Hawking's body was bound with the wheelchair, and however he was working, and his mind was working, and in that situation, that Stephen Hawking became a greatest scientist in his century. Anne's overage child, Stephen grew up to be normal teenager, full of mischief and lots of love for music and mathematics. Even though his father wanted him to study medicine, he was bent on studying mathematics. The University of Oxford at that time did not have a course in mathematics, so he opted to study physics instead. An overage child, like common child, Stephen grew or grown up to be normal teenagers, like common teenagers. He grown up, and like full of mischief, then and a lot